Thank you, everybody. Beautiful group, as always. Julie has brought forward patience and impatience this month, so we'll go ahead and center our meditation on that this evening. For those of you that are new, my name is Marty. I get the honor and privilege of facilitating on Tuesday, and we are so glad that you are all here. So let's go ahead and just take a minute and get into whatever meditative position works best for you, whether that be sitting upright or laying down. Maybe today we're wrapping presents for somebody's birthday, whatever works. I'm going to take a couple minutes and we'll get in touch with our breathing. If you currently have a breathing exercise, awesome. I'm going to take 3 very slow, deep inhalations. I'm going to hold for a slow count of 8, and I'm going to slowly exhale for a slow count of 8. 8, and then I'm going to do that 3 times, and then we're going to go ahead and get started this evening. As you continue to breathe this evening, acknowledge the inhalation, the air coming in through the nostrils, the oxygen that fills the lungs, that nourishes our bodies, the energy. As you take a deep breath and slowly exhale, gently release the day and just breathe. Be mindful for a moment any tension that may be residing between the ears, down through the eyes and the face, your cheeks. Relax the jaw, down through the neck, and just let it go. And just breathe. Bring to mind any tension that may be in the shoulders, chest, the back. And just let that tension gently roll down your arms, past the elbows, down past the wrists, and let it just fall out of the palms of your hands. And just breathe. Any tension that may reside in the chest area, into the solar plexus, the lower back. Let it fall down past the hips, down your legs, flow past the knees. Just let it fall out of the bottom of your feet into the ground. Mother Earth is happy to take any tension you have to offer. And just breathe. And just take a moment and imagine a group of us all together, Sangha, today as we slowly gather together and gently begin to walk down a path, just meandering through the woods today. We see some trees, hear the birds, all quietly walking together as one. Take some time if you want to be barefoot and feel the ground beneath your feet. And just gently feel the group around you as you all slowly, gently walk down this path together, acknowledging the fresh air, the blue sky above, the gentle breeze. And this evening we'll imagine Julia walking out in front, guiding the group as we meander down the path. And just breathe and just walk. As we continue down the path, we all notice a lake off to the left, hillsides and mountains off to the right. We just continue to walk down the path and just breathe. We've walked and we've walked, and so Julie decides to stop for a moment and take a break. Everybody gather around and sit down around her. Feel the ground beneath you, relaxed and calm. And just breathe. Julia notices that there's a lot of people in the group that look thirsty. We've had a long journey. We're relaxed but thirsty, so she picks someone to run to the lake, back from the path, and gather some water for everyone. Imagine she's chosen you to walk back to the lake and gather water. As you get up, imagine yourself going alone back down the trail, headed for the lake. And as you gently approach the lake, you see that the animals have been walking through it. As you get closer, you see that the waters have all muddied up from the animals walking through. It's cloudy, looks dirty. Certainly don't want to bring that water back to the group. So imagine turning around and heading back, walking down the path. And just take a moment and notice any tension that may still reside in your body. Maybe a little anxious from the day, maybe a little anxious for the fact that you're not coming back with clear water for everyone. And just take a moment and acknowledge it. And then just let it go and continue down the path. And just breathe. As you approach the group, you see everyone's eyes on you in anticipation of a cool drink of water, and yet you have none. Take a moment and walk over to Julia and explain that the water was muddy. I didn't feel right about bringing it back to the group. Julia just smiled, as she does, and didn't say a word. And you sat down with the group, reconnected with everyone quietly, and just sat there and breathed. As time passes, Julia asks someone to go try and get some water again. Once again determined, imagine yourself getting up from the group, heading back down the path towards the lake. Recognize any anticipation in your footsteps as you walk towards the lake. If you feel like you're walking fast, gently slow down each step. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And just breathe. As you approach the lake, once again you see that the waters are still muddy. Once again, you're unable to complete the task. But you take a breath, turn around, and head back down the path. And take a moment and look around, look at the trees, the beautiful blue sky. Feel the fresh air as it comes in your lungs. Be mindful of any anxiety that may arise from the fact that once again the water is dirty and you're coming back empty-handed. Acknowledge it and just breathe. As you slowly return to the group, once again you walk up to Julia and explain that, I'm sorry, but the water's still muddy. Julia just smiles, says nothing. Imagine you just sitting back down. No one in the group complains. Once again, you're part of the group. And just breathe. About an hour passes by, and once again, Julia asks if anyone would like to go fetch some water. Determined, once again, you stand up, gently head down the path. And just take a moment and be mindful of any fears that may arise that once again the water's going to be muddy. Maybe you're anxious of the fact that the Sangha may grow tired of your efforts. But just stay in the moment. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Just gently walk towards the lake. And as you come across the water, you see that it is cleared. Crystal clear. You look down and see clear to the bottom, beautiful clean water. You gather the water in the bucket that you've brought each time, and you gently turn around and head back to the group. Be mindful of each step. Be careful not to spill the water. And just breathe. As you gently approach the Sangha, all sitting around, success in your hand, you go to Julia and say, I found it. I found clean water. And Julia asks you, how did you do that? And you take a moment and think, I didn't do anything. What you did do is took the time and the patience to let the dirt settle in the water and let the water become clear. You didn't present a solution to filter the water, to actively walk somewhere else and try and find water where you don't know to even look. You merely just took the time to let the muddy water settle. And during each journey, you walked with some impatience, whether it was in anticipation of what was to come, possible anxiety from failure, possible anxiousness from disappointing your friends in the Sangha. And yet, through patience, the muddy waters became still and crystal clear, and everybody shared in the reward. And we breathe. So just take a couple more minutes. Go inside your own head and imagine a muddy lake. See it inside your mind. And just gently wait. Just gently watch. And just breathe. See the water as it slowly begins to clarify. Let the tensions of the day, the muddy water, slowly settle out. And just breathe. Let the water become clear, crystal clear in your mind. And just breathe. Just let the water be clear. Let your mind be still. And just breathe. And slowly take a deep breath. Gently come back to the room. Slowly be back. Be gentle with yourself. Thanks, Julia. Thanks, everybody, for a beautiful evening. We're going to go ahead and settle in, and we'll just do our dedication of merit. This evening, I merely tweaked a very old and common Buddhist parable that involves the settling of dirty water. At any time, we can take some time for ourselves, be patient, and let the waters, the muddy water, just settle in our own mind. As we go forward and we come across those in our life, may we recognize that they too may be experiencing muddy water and may not have learned that it's okay to just sit and relax and let their water clear. As we move forward through our evening and through the week, may you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Recognize the muddy water in us all and stay clear. Namaste.